What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and yo, I cannot be more excited for tonight because we finally made it. Tonight is the first night of NFL football, and I know what y'all saying. Tuck, the Cowboys don't even play tonight. It's the Jaguars and the Raiders. I don't care. It's football season and I do what I want. And when you're a Cowboys fan, it's how we get down, man. But if you watch this channel, and if you subscribe, right, you know we do a lot of NFL draft content. So a lot of the players we talk about in the offseason, whether it's draft from this season or past seasons, will be playing tonight, and I cannot be more excited. But, you know, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm going to do my thing. But before we get to that, we got to talk about camp. Our boys were back to business today, and Dak Prescott, our proven leader, was asked a question, and a lot of people's been having concerns when it comes to our wide receiver core, and Dak was asked about taking a step back, right? And Dak Prescott, on those who said the Cowboys have taken a step back at wide receiver, he says, "You're never going to catch me looking at anything in my life as a step back. You got an opportunity to move forward. You got an opportunity to grow. If you don't do that, you've already lost to begin with." And that's the one thing I love about Dak. He's a leader, and he's always going to see the positive. Now, Dak, let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Wide receiver took a step back. You know, wide receiver took a step back, bro. But I get it, right? He wants to instill confidence into his young wide receiver core that, hey, as long as we got each other, we can go out there and compete on Sundays. And so we saw that when it came to our wide receivers today. As you see, CeeDee Lamb is out there, y'all. He's doing what he wants to whoever he wants, and he's going to continue that throughout this season. So you see Trayvon Diggs screaming for help. You know, he got cooked. You know, CeeDee Lamb got out there and got that step on that boy, you know, but that's how CeeDee was when he's at Oklahoma. So there are a lot of people say, Tuck, CeeDee Lamb is not ready to be a number one wide receiver. Yawn. He absolutely is. And so you see Trayvon Diggs getting beaten. Now, granted, it's just practice. We're just talking about practice, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from CeeDee Lamb throughout this camp, and I think it's going to carry over this season. You're also seeing Simi Fehoko. He had a great day at camp as well, and also Noah Brown. So you're seeing a lot of names really rotate. You've heard about Houston. We've seen Turpin in a few situations. Noah Brown, TJ Vasher, right? So we're really going to watch this preseason who is going to step up and take the given opportunity that Dak Prescott was speaking about. Now, here's going to be the hard part, Cowboys Nation. When we watching these preseason games starting next Saturday, it's going to be Will Greer, Cooper Rush, and Ben DiNucci throwing that ball, right? So it's going to be hard to really gauge who can do what, because I want to see them with 4 out there, but 4 is probably not going to play until the dress rehearsal, so we'll have to gauge them throughout the camp process. But I love what I saw from offense today. They rallied back today, had a much better day offensively. There's our rookie Jalen Tolbert out there, you know, out there cooking, doing what we want to see. Offensive line play a lot better today. I like what I saw from the offensive line. Our rookie Tyler Smith is playing well. He's becoming a wall out there. I know a lot of people had questions about Terrence Steele. I say Terrence Steele is playing decent. You got to understand, iron sharpens iron, right? And Terrence Steele is over there battling with Micah every day. And you're not going to win too many battles going against that line coming off that edge, right? But I have no concerns with Terrence Steele as of yet. I haven't seen anything that gives me a red flag. But what I also like, I'm seeing Tyler Biadasz play a lot better. So maybe having Tyler Smith next to Tyler Biadasz is helping him grow a little bit more, because I know we have a lot of had concerns when it comes to that center position. Defensively, our corners, as we saw, struggled a little bit, right? Trayvon Diggs struggled a little bit. You know, we saw Anthony Brown pulling and tugging a little bit. Jordan Lewis played decent. Nahshon Wright is playing decent. Now, when it comes to the corners, I named you 4. There is one player that we're going to have to keep an eye on, and that's Kelvin Joseph, boss man fat. Haven't been hearing much or seeing much when it comes to Kelvin Joseph out there. And so I wonder, is it a little bit of a doghouse situation? Mike McCarthy kind of spoke about him, but not too highly. So I feel like when it comes to Kelvin Joseph, it's going to be an uphill battle. He is going to have to earn the trust back as far as the coaches are concerned when it comes to the corners. And, you know, one thing I love seeing today is that, you know, Trayvon Diggs and Coach Al Harris, they got into a back and forth spat, you know. The coach was coaching them, you know, because the corners were not getting up and pressing and getting their hands on the wide receivers, and which is why they were getting cooked, right? So Coach Harris went at Trayvon Diggs. He kind of screamed back. but it was a sign of respect. And I love that because what Coach Harris is instilling into our secondary, hey, even though you guys played well last year, 11 interceptions and Trayvon Diggs this, hey, you still have a lot of work to do and a lot of growing to do, because one thing I mentioned on Twitter last offseason, last camp, our cornerbacks were being tested. You had Amari Cooper, you had Michael Gallup, and you had CeeDee Lamb out there. So all three of those guys were being pushed to the limits every day in practice. But a lot of these unproven guys, they might be taking some plays off, and that definitely can happen, especially on Sunday. As far as our linebacker core, linebackers look good. Jabril Cox did not practice for a third day in a row. Nothing too alarming. He was just on the cords. Anthony Barr, who was our new acquisition, he hasn't been joining practice yet. He has to go through the whole protocols and all that stuff as of right now. But I like what I saw from Parsons. Luke Gifford even had a solid day in LVE as well, so not concerned there as well. And our defensive line is playing well. I like the edge pressure. Like I said, Micah's doing his thing, but I like what I'm seeing for DeMarcus Lawrence. But also in the interior, a guy that I've been speaking about, y'all know he's one of my favorites, and I've been standing by him for quite some time, is Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill is playing well. In that rotation with Neville, Gallimore, and also Osa, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Tristan Hill thus far. Hopefully he's able to continue that trend. As far as special teams is concerned, special teams matters, right? We have an issue with Jonathan Garibay. That man is probably about 48% thus far in camp. And he's sinking left, he's shaking right, and I just ain't gonna be able to do it, bro. Just not gonna work for me. Now, Lirim Hallelujah has played a little bit better. Today he was 7 for 8 for field goal. They did have the mojo moment, so he was a lot better there for Lirim. Garibay was 50%, and we just could not go into this season with a huge question mark when it comes to our kickers, because we had that last year and we know how that cost us. Hey, go with the for sure guy that you can trust. I don't care if Garibay's an in-house favorite. It ain't gonna cut it. And as far as special teams punt returns, our guy Turpin, newly addition speedster, I'm calling him Ant-Man. He's out there returning kicks, so it sounds like he is going to be in that special teams role, man. But it's your boy Jay Tuck, man. I'm excited. Football season is here. Who do I got tonight? I'm going to go with the Raiders. Why not? Let me try, work the Kings down in preseason so I can get my picks right. So once we get into the season, your boy's on point, man. But I appreciate all the support. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that notification bell to make sure you do not miss out. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at JTuck151. And the merch store this weekend will be back and popping, man. So I'm excited for football season. I hope you are too. And I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Oh, and one last thing. We saw Tony Pollard and Zeke in the backfield. Yeah. Kellen Moore, don't change that. Peace.